trouble. Hey sis, long time no see. I tried calling, but it had said your number had been changed. What? No warm welcome? No, hey bro, how did you find me? She says, as he replies with, It's not that hard. I've known where you were at for a while, but I was giving you your space. Well, I have nothing to talk to you about. You can leave now. Oh, but we do, Jasper replies as he looks up and looks around, saying, See, little sis, we have something in common, and we will continue this conversation at another time. Meanwhile, I'm gonna enjoy myself. As he smiles and raised his beer bottle while walking away. She turned and looked to Arkina, saying, He's not as bad as what he went through, but in general, that guy's bad news all the way around. As they talked and smoked, and she caught her off guard randomly. He caught her off guard randomly. Intense. So I've seen you looking all night, but you never say anything. When are you gonna talk to him? She replies with, Are you crazy? Bonkers? Gone completely mad. Ha 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 ha. I don't feel like pissing myself or freezing up right now. Hold the phone as she looks at Arkina and pauses. Ark, through the process of all we were going through when we were trying to escape, I saw your face when the black mask guys came around the corner, as if you knew before we both passed out. Wake up. It's right there. Shh. What? Will you be quiet? What are you doing? Oh, my bad. I'm just a little belligerent and woo, hi. She was flirting and scanning his vessel as the night went by, and he noticed as he stood there arguing with his friend, while the men were talking, and she smiled. Ooh, girl, as Vix replied, Oh, shut the fuck up. Would ya ask? Jeez. They both laughed as Vix spit her beer out of her mouth as they laughed harder. Deidre, Vixina, Ark, and Vix's goddaughter he'd been monitoring since she was 8, due to her mom was a crackhead and had lived with her but stayed inside playing Xbox One. Her name was Aborica, and she was 20, but she was home. So the four of them went to the nightclub that Diesel and Tank and Fuse all co-owned. As they went in on it together, like partnership, they always drank and sat at the bar laughing their asses off, singing along with the music, with the extreme loud bass that shook the floors and ran through you, making you feel great. And they were smoking and drinking as Foods was the DJ. Strobe lights were going and night was young. Called Badass. badass bass. By 2 hours in, all the girls were dancing while they stood, making sure all was good. Before they knew it, Vixena was dancing up against Diesel with her back to him, and he placed his hand on her side and stood there 'cause he knew she was trashed and high to heavens. Clubbing, too much fun. He stood, drank, and watched them all, but she was actually happy without all the drama and BS involved, as they all are. It definitely was a hell of a night, and she had no clue how she got home, but all she remembers was getting into Diesel's truck and waking up in his bed. They did not do anything, she just went to sleep. Arkina and them made it home, but yeah, that happened, as no one knew what happened. As he handed her a cup of coffee and said, "Morning." As she looked around as he'd said, "Yeah, it was quite a night," she smiled. They sat in the at the kitchen table and talked before he drove her home an hour later and left. Of course, Arkina would have something to say, seeing her bro dropping her off and leaving, knowing the night they had. As she looked at her, saying, "Well, walking into her house, don't even start. Don't say it. Just don't. I see your face." As she went in the room and went into her master bathroom and showered, got changed, made fresh coffee, and they talked on the patio for hours. As she said, she didn't do anything. She just passed out because she was overexerted from all the events that night.